There is something happening inside of you right now, something that the outside world cannot fully see, cannot fully measure, and cannot fully understand. You are in the middle of something, not at the end, not at the beginning, but right in the thick of it. And if you're honest with yourself, it's heavy. It's heavier than you thought it would be. You imagined getting here would look different. You thought by now things would have clicked into place. You thought by now you would feel more certain, more settled, more at peace. But instead, you feel like you're still fighting, still holding on, still trying to figure out what comes next. And I want you to stop for a moment. Just breathe and really hear this. What you are going through right now is not a sign that you are losing. It is not evidence that you made the wrong choice. It is not proof that something is broken inside of you. It is part of the process. It has always been part of the process. And you are exactly where you need to be. Part 1. The lie we believe about hard things. Somewhere along the way, we picked up a dangerous idea. We started believing that if something is hard, it means something is wrong. That difficulty is a warning sign. That struggle is a signal to stop. That if you were truly on the right path, it would be easier than this. And so, when the hard season comes, and it always comes, we panic. We start questioning everything. Was this the right decision? Am I good enough for this? Did I miss something? Did I wait too long? Did I move too soon? We spiral. And in the middle of that spiral, we lose sight of something crucial. Hard things are not exceptions to the journey. They are the journey. Think about everything you have ever grown through. Think about every version of yourself that you are proud of becoming. Was any of it easy? Was it handed to you without cost? Without tears? Without the kind of nights where you lay awake wondering if you had what it takes? No, every meaningful thing in your life was forged in resistance. The muscle only builds when it is pushed past what it can comfortably do. The character only deepens when it is tested. The roots only go deeper when the storm comes. Hardship is not the enemy of your growth. It is the very thing that produces it. Part 2. The pressure that shapes you. Have you ever watched a diamond being formed? Not found, formed. Carbon, ordinary carbon, the same element in graphite, in pencil lead, under enormous pressure, under extreme heat, over time, and something transforms, not because the pressure was comfortable, not because it was easy, but because the pressure was applied and the carbon endured it. You are that carbon, and what you are walking through right now, the weight of it, the confusion of it, the exhaustion of it, it is not destroying you. It is forming you. There are things being built inside of you right now that cannot be built any other way. Resilience cannot be downloaded. It cannot be granted on a good day. It is built one hard moment at a time. When you chose to keep going, even when you didn't feel like it. When you got back up, even though no one was watching. When you stayed committed to something, even when the results hadn't come yet. That is where the real transformation happens. Not in the highlight. Not in the breakthrough moment. In the in-between. In the quiet, unseen, unglamorous middle. Right where you are standing now. Part 3. The timing you cannot control. One of the hardest things about being a person who wants something deeply is living in a world that does not operate on your timeline. You can do everything right. You can work with integrity. You can show up consistently. You can give your best. And still, the thing you are waiting for has not arrived. And that gap, the gap between what you've done and what you've received, is one of the most disorienting places to live. It makes you doubt your effort. It makes you question your worth. It makes you wonder if you have been fooling yourself this whole time. But let me offer you a different way of seeing it. What if the timing is not delayed because you have failed, but because the thing being prepared for you requires a version of you that doesn't exist yet? What if what you are waiting for is waiting on who you are still becoming? Every single moment that feels like a pause, a holding pattern, a detour, is actually a preparation. The delay is not punishment. The waiting is not abandonment. It is alignment. And the you that walks into what's next needs to be different from the you that's standing here right now. Not because you are not enough, but because what's coming requires more from you. And the pressure you are under today is building the capacity for what is on the other side. Part 4. What it means to trust the process. We talk about trusting the process like it's a simple thing, like it's just a phrase you put on a t-shirt. Trust the process. But living it out, that is something else entirely. Trusting the process means being willing to keep planting seeds when the ground still looks bare. It means choosing faith in the direction when you cannot yet see the destination. It means being okay with not having all the answers, while continuing to show up as if you do. Trusting the process is one of the most courageous things a human being can do, because it requires you to release your grip on the outcome. And if you are anything like most people, you have worked too hard, sacrificed too much, cried too many tears to feel comfortable releasing that grip. You want to hold on. You want to control. You want to know exactly how this ends. But the process does not work that way. The process asks you to take the next step, even in the fog. The process asks you to believe in what you cannot fully see. The process asks you to honor the journey, even when the journey looks nothing like you planned. And there is a deep, quiet peace that comes when you finally surrender to that. Not surrender in defeat. Surrender in trust. The kind of trust that says, I do not understand all of this yet, but I am not going to let what I don't understand stop me from moving forward. Part 5. The season you are in. There are seasons in life, and not every season looks the same. There are seasons of harvest, where everything you planted starts coming up at once, where one door opens and 10 more open behind it, where the momentum is undeniable. Those seasons feel like confirmation, like proof, like yes. But there are other seasons where you are planting and planting and planting, and the ground looks empty, where you are watering something you cannot see, where you are doing the work in secret, where it looks from the outside like nothing is happening. But underneath the surface, everything is moving. The roots are going deeper. The foundation is being set. The infrastructure is being built that will hold the weight of what's coming. And you cannot rush that season. You cannot skip it, because the harvest that comes without roots does not last. The breakthrough that comes without preparation collapses under its own weight. The season you are in right now, even if it looks like nothing, even if it feels like nothing, is doing something profound in you. Let it. Do not fight the season. Do not try to fast forward to the next one. Be present here. Be faithful here, because this is where the story is being written. Part 6. The comparison that steals your peace. Can I talk to you about something that is quietly wrecking you? It is the habit of looking at someone else's chapter 3 and comparing it to your chapter 1. You see someone thriving, and in the space of a single thought, you go from witnessing their success to questioning your own worth. Why isn't that me? Why is it taking me so much longer? What do they have that I don't? And just like that, the process that was yours, the unique, unrepeatable journey that belongs only to you, gets contaminated by a story you weren't even supposed to be living. Here is what comparison never tells you. It never tells you about the years behind the scenes. It never tells you about the rejection they swallowed, the failures they survived, the versions of their dream that didn't work before the one that did. You are seeing the result. You are not seeing the process. And your process, your particular, specific, designed for you process, cannot be rushed by watching someone else's. In fact, the more you watch, the more you slow yourself down, because comparison pulls your focus off of your own field, and you cannot tend to something you are not looking at. Your journey is yours. The timing is yours. The pace is yours. And every step you take on your own path is exactly the right step, even the slow ones, especially the slow ones. Part 7. The strength you don't know you have. I want to remind you of something. You are still here, after everything, after all the moments when you thought you couldn't keep going, after all the doors that closed, after all the plans that didn't work out, after all the times you had to start over, after all the grief, the loss, the disappointment, the confusion, you are still here. That is not a small thing. That is not something to gloss over. That is evidence. Evidence of a strength that lives in you that is deeper than your emotions on any given day, deeper than your fear, deeper than your doubt. There is something in you that keeps getting back up, something that keeps saying, not yet, not done, not finished. And that something, that resilience, that tenacity, that is not an accident. It was put there on purpose, for a purpose. The hard season you are walking through right now is not going to break you. It is going to reveal something in you that you didn't know was there. People do not discover their deepest strength on easy days. They discover it in the moments where everything in them wants to quit, and they choose to stay. You are choosing to stay. Every single day that you wake up and try again is a declaration. I am not done. I am not broken. I am in process, and I am going to see this through. Part 8. The gifts hidden in the hard. There are gifts buried in the hardest seasons of your life. I know that sounds like something people say to make the pain feel more palatable, but I mean it in the most literal way possible. The things you are learning right now, the depth you are developing right now, the capacity you are building right now, these are not consolation prizes for the difficulty. They are the point. Empathy. Real, deep, genuine empathy cannot be manufactured. It is grown in the soil of pain. When you have walked through something dark, you can sit with someone else in their darkness in a way that someone who has never been there cannot. You know what it feels like to not have answers. You know what it feels like to keep going when the reason feels unclear. You know what it feels like to be in the waiting. And that knowing is one of the most powerful gifts you can offer another human being. Your story is not just your story. It is a resource. It is a light. What you're walking through right now is writing something in you that will speak to someone else's life when they need it most. The test you are in today is becoming the testimony you will share tomorrow. And that testimony will not be about how easy it was. It will be about how hard it was and how you made it through anyway. That is the story worth telling, and you are living it. Right now, part 9, permission to not have it all together. I want to give you permission to do something. Permission to not have it all figured out. Permission to be in progress. Permission to feel the weight of this season without pretending it isn't heavy. We live in a world that rewards the appearance of certainty. The person who seems to have it all together. The one who never wavers publicly. The one who is always okay. And so we perform. We perform confidence when we feel afraid. We perform stability when we feel shaken. We perform okayness when we are anything but okay. And the performance exhausts us. Because holding up a mask is work. It takes energy to pretend. Energy you need for the actual process. So let yourself put the mask down. Not for everyone, but at least for yourself. Admit that this is hard. Admit that you don't have all the answers. Admit that you are tired. And then in that honesty, find the grace to keep going anyway. You do not have to be strong in the way the world defines strength. Strength is not the absence of struggle. Strength is continuing to move forward while the struggle is real. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to be in process. And being in process does not mean you are failing. It means you are alive. It means you are growing. It means you are on your way. Part 10, the other side of this. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. If you can, take a breath. And I want you to imagine the version of you that makes it through this. Not the version that never struggled. Not the version that had an easier path. But the version of you who walked through exactly what you are walking through right now and came out on the other side. What does that person look like? What do they carry? What do they know that you are still learning? What have they stopped being afraid of because they walked through the thing they feared most and survived? That person is not some distant, impossible fantasy. That person is the next version of you. The version that is being constructed right now in this very season. Every moment of this struggle is a building block. Every decision to keep going is a brick being laid. Every morning you showed up when you didn't want to. Every night you refused to quit. Every moment of honest, private, unglamorous effort is going into who that next version of you will be. And that person, the one on the other side of this, is going to look back at this season with a gratitude that might surprise you. Not because the pain was fun, but because the pain was purposeful. Because this was the season that forged something real. And you will know, with a certainty you cannot feel right now, that you are exactly where you needed to be. You are exactly where you need to be. So let me say it to you one more time, with everything I have. What you are going through right now is not happening to you. It is happening for you. The difficulty is not a detour. It is the road. The resistance is not a roadblock. It is the training. The waiting is not wasted time. It is preparation time. And you with your tired eyes and your hopeful heart, you with your questions and your commitment, you who showed up today even though it would have been easier not to, you are exactly where you need to be. Not where you imagined, not where you planned, but where you need to be. The process has not forgotten you. The process is working, and it is working in you, right now, in ways you cannot fully see yet, in ways that will one day make complete sense. Keep going, not because it's easy, not because you have all the answers, but because you are still here, and still here means still in it. Still in it means there is still more ahead, and more ahead means the story, your story, is not finished. Not even close. Keep going. You are exactly where you need to be.